Be prepared for highly offensive language, ghoulish encounters, and adult and sexual themes.
Kian, I'm genuinely shitting myself.
Stay with me, it's okay. Hold my hand.
This is not fine.
Come on, look, there's a light, come on.
Kian, help me! Oh my God, what the fuck, Kian? I swear to God, I can't deal with this.
Is that you, Rylan?
It is.
I want to go back.
No, stop, Cameron, it's okay.
Oh my God, it's just a dream. Oh my God, I'm sweating. That actually scared me. Oh my God, what time is it? Oh my God, it's time to put on the side. Could have made a bit of an effort. Sit down, come on. Now, that was the most frightening, spine-chilling, horrifying episode of Big Brother since, well, Kingo made that wine bottle disappear for me. The housemates were scared witless as their home became Hell Street House. Well, I say everyone except Akeem.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, you were bricking it, mate. I saw you. Cameron got the fright of his life when he went to talk to Big Brother in the diary room.
Boo.
I'm already petrified. This is not helpful.
I mean, I think Big Brother needs to up the scare tactics a bit there, do you know what I mean? Kian ended up having the time of his life, though, hunting ghosts in the camera runs.
You're touching me, it's all good.
It is good, Keg, baby. It is good, let me tell you. He seems you just can't get enough of the newcomers in the house, though, even when they're zombies.
Get him, fuck him on! They all nominated me!
Save yourself! Anyway, we're going to try not to scare you too much tonight because coming up in an item we call Watching Paint Dry, genuinely, that's what it's called, our Greek god of psychology turned resident bots art critic, Dr. Demetrios is back! He's joining us for another art attack, revealing what our housemates' self-portraits really say about them, plus a very scary special edition of Story on the Side. And tonight, it's live! Oh! It's about the only thing that's live in it. Before we get spooked out by any of that, it is time to meet tonight's Halloween panel, and if this trio don't put the willies up here, I really don't know what will. First up, creeping onto our panel is a lady who can put fear into any man. She was thinking about having a brain transplant recently, but she changed her mind. Jesus Christ, it's Kerry Katona! Hello. Next up, we've got one of the scariest boy band members to ever walk the earth. He scares me so much, I screamed until I was blue in the face. It's Andy Costa! No stranger to dressing up. In fact, Halloween's the only day of the year she doesn't actually dress up. I can't decide whether she's a trick or a treat, but she is dead excited to be here. It's Myra Dubois! Oh, it's gonna be a long one tonight, I can sense it. So that was a frighteningly good show tonight, plenty to talk about. Big Brother certainly gave the house a scare with a dinner from hell, a zombie attack, and a ghost hunt in the camera runs. I mean, it's all going on. Kerry, ghost hunt in the camera runs, we've been in that house, we know how frightening they are.
Yeah, it is. I think at night time, I do remember laying there in the bed, and when all the lights are off, you accidentally see a curtain move, and there's a light behind it, and for a second you think, there's a ghost, and you think, no, I'm on Channel 5's Big Brother.
I'm actually in the Big Brother house,
yeah.
though. But he claimed, Cameron, to be having the fright of his life and was a very unhappy vampire. And I'm gonna play devil's advocate since it's Halloween. Lars, there's another one for you. Thanks so much. Do you think Cameron is really scared, or do you think there's a little bit of playing up to the cameras?
Oh, there's a little bit playing up to the cameras, absolutely. It's loads, it's loads. We were talking about that before, it was just like...
Really?
Yeah, of course it is. He knows what he's doing. He's a young lad, he knows how to play the game. Yeah, fair play to him, and he is, isn't he?
He's watched it all his life. He knows
I can't
what to
believe...
do.
I can't believe... He's 18, isn't he?
He's 19 now. He's just turned 19 in the house.
He was
yeah.
like 2 when the first one came out.
He was
Oh my
0.
God.
He was like, he's
Costa
like 6
is really
weeks
good at
old.
math.
Yeah, he's well good at that.
I'm not just a boy band member, ladies and
Myra,
gentlemen.
what are you making of Cameron's reactions?
I think it's all bullshit. You know, have you ever been to like one of those terror rooms, like the London Dungeons or other available terror experiences?
Thank you so much, my love. Thank you.
You go there and someone comes running at you and they've got all the white face and everything on, and like, what are they going to do? If you just stand, chase after them back. You know what I mean? And you look down and they're always wearing Reebok trainers anyway, or something like that. Or the trainers aren't trainers.
And mind you, if they did lash out at you, no win, no fee. Do you know what I mean? Thank you very much. But throughout the history of Big Brother, there has been, honestly, on a serious note, many claimed sightings and hearings of ghostly presence in there. When I was in there, I thought I heard something and saw something. Kerry, I know we just spoke about it, and you said you saw, like, curtains move in the night and stuff, and it's probably cameramen and stuff like that. But was there anything when you were genuinely in there that you thought, that was really, really odd?
Apart from Pamela Hasselhoff, it is, hand on heart, it is actually quite eerie. You lie down and then you sit up and you wake up and you don't know where you are. And for a minute, it takes a second and you think, I'm actually in a studio.
Yeah.
Somewhere, and it is actually quite creepy. And you hear creaks and noises, and then, you know, you turn over, you're looking at Amy Childs.
Really?
Before she had all the surgery.
Shade!
I'm joking!
I haven't got my Shade fan, I've got my Shade Kate tonight. But funnily enough, no word of a lie, literally a few nights ago, the camera guys, we haven't got it unfortunately, but the camera guys heard someone running up and down the camera runs. There was no one there as well. It was really, really odd.
Really?
Yeah, my life, they could hear. And there was no one in the house. It was just the housemates all asleep. Very weird. But someone who ain't bothered by all that is Kian. He don't seem scared at all. He loved the zombies. I mean, he does like latching onto a newcomer in the house, doesn't he? Isabella! He soon ditched Zoe and attached himself to her, didn't he, when she come in? Myra, do we think that the zombies might have been probably scared her of Kian?
I don't think they were consenting, but they didn't look like they were in on it. I don't know, it was quite... Yeah, maybe they were more scared than he was. I would be.
I genuinely think they were, but he really enjoyed that ghost hunt with Cameron. Kerry, do you think Cameron was maybe a little bit fearful heading into the dark alone with Kian?
I think anybody would be fearful walking into the dark with Kian. But I'm going to defend him here a little bit. You also have to remember he hasn't seen any other human being apart from who he's been living with. So I get that. I remember when I saw people, you get giddy and really excited, and you do, and you can't latch on. So I don't think he's playing up. I just think he's a pleaser. I'm a pleaser, so I've got 3 men to marry me, Riley.
Hey, that's how you do it. Not even the zombies avoided the clutches of Kian. Why do you think Kian does get close to everyone? Is it the sort of person he is? I mean, we're focusing really heavy on gameplay this week, and a lot of people are saying, no, that's the way he's got through it, that's not him.
I don't know.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he's got to the finals, isn't he? So he's obviously doing something right, and people are liking him, right? But what I'm seeing is, by, you know, these episodes, is the fact that he just knows how to play the game. And as Kez has said, if you haven't seen anyone from the outside world, you're going to latch onto him.
Yeah.
You know, when I did another show back in the day, I did that as well. When you see the cameramen, you want to sort of shake their hands and they don't talk to you and you're a bit gutted.
Or shake whatever you can find.
Absolutely. bit of up, bit of down, aren't we?
It was a lovely time. Myra's eyes lit up.
But he's nice. I think he's a nice bloke.
Do you know what? Do we think he's a nice guy?
I like Kian.
We do.
What?
No, all right. I didn't know what was going on there. The housemates did win the task for that, to collect the sweets from some spooky new housemates who joined them. They had a slight resemblance to my bots audience, them zombies, I must say tonight. Well, actually, not tonight, every night. You always look like this, to be fair. One thing I do want to talk about, though, is Myra. Would you have enjoyed having a stroll around that graveyard? Because I know you're quite a dark lady at times. Is that your sort of ambience?
I have been spotted in Brompton Cemetery once or twice. Google why.
Yeah.
Other search engines are available. Again, I mean, do you just buy into it? Maybe it's the moment, but I'd see it for what it is, theatre. I'd be like, that's a polystyrene gravestone. That's some between-jobs actor in there. Do you know what I mean? There is between this and working the line at Madame Tussauds or other waxworks that are available. It just wouldn't scare me. I'd look at them in the face and you went to the Royal Academy of Music and look at you now. Do you know what I mean?
But we do appreciate all our actors and extras that join us throughout the series. And also, I've got the actually. No, I've got the Who gave the task team permission to use my well? My final for Look, I know it's my well in there. Disgusting. Well out of order. Let's move on to some more serious matters, shall I say. Cameron said that certain housemates are becoming more theatrical and playing up to the cameras more and more as we near the final. Kerry, I know we spoke about him earlier, obviously with the scares, but can you see where he's coming from? Do we think people are turning it up a notch now?
I think being in the house, you may think that, but as you know yourself, when you are in the house, there's so many big characters around you. You feel a little bit intimidated. Obviously, me and you never felt
never.
Because we were the one intimidating them. But I think once these big characters actually leave, I think they can feel that they can actually really be themselves. It's I'm not saying that anyone's bullies in there, but it's almost like being surrounded by the popular kids.
Yeah, and we see that every year. We do see that every year. When bigger characters go, we start to see the characters that are remaining, and we see more of them.
But then someone like Cameron will then come to Big Brother.
Oh, a boo up there.
But then someone like Cameron will go, oh, they're playing up to the camera. Are you not playing up to the camera?
But this is the thing, aren't they all doing it? Who do you think Cameron was mainly referring to there?
Akeem.
Yeah,
you think Akeem?
But I don't mind him. I don't mind him.
You're not living with him.
No, hold on a minute. We were talking about this before. Once, long-haired lover bloke, what's his name? Lewis. Once he left, it gave Akeem the chance to, be the alpha male that he wants to be. I'm not saying that he is the alpha male, but he's sort of taking a bit of the control.
I agree.
But it's not, don't make him a bad person, it's just the way he's loud.
Mara, what do you think?
I'm struggling to accept Lewis as an alpha male. I mean, if you had a dog and you wanted breeding, you wouldn't use him for a stud, would you? You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
He was just this limp head, new age hippie going on about wanting more meaningful conversations. Completely immune to having a laugh. No.
I really miss him in there. What is him in there?
I got really scared that when he left, I got scared watching the next episode, honestly thinking,
what's going to happen now?
What's going to happen? There's going to be no drama.
So we chucked in a graveyard just for your pleasure.
I think that I was scared, thinking they're all going to just try to please each other, arse-lick each other, blow smoke up each other's ass, which is actually what they are kind of doing, except for Cameron going in the diary room and slagging everyone off.
Well, we're going to have to watch how it unfolds, but for a Halloween little panel, I think they deserve a round of applause. Loving the outfits as well. Right, coming up, find out which Big Brother icon made a sensational return to the house today. Wait for it. Here's a clue.
You adulterer!
That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to be heading back into the Bots Art Gallery, my life, with the Greek god of all things like Dr. Demetrios is back. He's going to be telling us what our housemates' self-portraits say about them. And I've had a sneak peek, and it's pretty scary stuff. I'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother's bit on... Sorry, I'm getting some really bad interference from the gallery. Guys, what's going on in the gallery? That is weird. That is so bloody weird. It really... Where is my... Where's everyone gone? Where's the panel? Oh, my God, no, please, no, please, no. Guys, can we just cut to an exclusive, please? Guys, what are you saying now?
This is Kim Woodburn. You've had it easy. Well, it's over. Gather round the dining room table quickly.
Kim!
Hurry up. And less of the giggling. This is very serious. When you're quiet, I'll begin. Now, listen to me. I want that place cleaned up. I'm going to give you 30 minutes, all right?
Yes.
Now, just be quiet when I am speaking. I've left lots of cleaning things in the storeroom. I want no arguments, no nonsense, no scratching yourself, no breaking wind. And I'll tell you something. And Akeem, dear, go in that garden and clean up the eggs you dropped.
She's back! Save yourself! You can catch all of that in tomorrow night's main show. It was good. But it is time now for tomorrow's headlines in today's Bots News! Settle down, please. Our top stories tonight. Ouch. Tonight. Big Brother gets moody. Kian tries to have a chat in the diary room. And Brooke felt targeted. First up at 10:30 this morning, Big Brother made wake-up announcements, but the housemates couldn't ignore its somber tones. Run VT.
This is Big Brother. The batteries are in the same place they've been for the past 47 days. Someone go and get them.
Oh my God.
Big Brother's managed to get out of bed on time every day. Maybe you could try it.
I love it. I love speeches like that all day. That's so
What the fuck?
Do you think she's on a period?
Potentially.
Come on, Big Brother. We've all got our jobs to do. You don't see me moaning. Nah. Then at 10:47, Kian goes face-to-face with a less than enthusiastic Big Brother in the diary room. Run BT.
Big Brother, can you just confirm for me, did I go sleepwalking last night?
Big Brother's not interested in chatting about what you got up to in the middle of the night, Kian.
Okay. I feel quite hungover. Stomach feels a bit...
You're not looking your best.
I'm definitely not looking my best. 100% not. My mouth tastes like genuine human feces right now. It tastes like shit.
Do you think you're going to be able to snap out of it soon?
Yes, why?
Well, it's just not that fun watching someone mope around.
Talk about no filter. BB's being the realest bitch today. There was so much shade. And finally, at 11:12, Brooke was at the end of her tether as she was feeling victimised by the actions of Big Brother. Run VT.
Is the bathroom out of bounds? Are they taking the piss out of my life?
Dun, dun, dun.
This is Big Brother. The bathroom and bedroom are now out of bounds.
They are taking the piss out of my life. They are taking the piss out of me, aren't they? It's me that they're aiming this at. I know it is.
It's not all about you, Brooke.
This is about me,
It's
okay?
all about you.
Shh. They got me out of bed by saying, you're going to miss your time with the electrical appliances. I got out of bed and they said the bathroom's out of bounds.
Stop whinging, Brooke.
I told you! Yeah!
Bit touchy, eh? I don't know about you, but I'm quite enjoying Grumpy Big Brother. And joining me now is one of our younger bots viewers. He says all rise or something for, I think his name's Anthony Costa from London. Anthony, could you please share your exclusive thoughts about this series?
Yeah.
Well, I'm so sorry, we're out of time. And that was today's Bots News. Thank you. Right, seeing as it's Halloween, we've got our hands on our housemates' scary self-portraits. I've got our resident art critic and analyst in to talk us through what they say about them. He's here to draw a few conclusions in... Give up for Dr. Demetrios!
Hello.
I'm running all over the place tonight. Welcome back. It's so lovely to see you again.
Thank you.
How are you enjoying the spookiness of our studio?
I'm loving
tonight?
it. It's fantastic.
It's looking good. They're looking great, aren't they?
They are really,
They look
really good.
amazing. Earlier on, we gave you access to our housemates' artistic interpretations of themselves, and I've got to say, a few of them are a little bit scary, which is perfect because it's obviously Halloween. So let's have a little look at our first scary portrait. You're going to describe,
Okay.
and I've not seen these, and then me and the audience are going to try and guess. So you go for it.
Let's do that.
So the first housemate is, you know, sort of quite bubbly, someone who is actually keen into drawing a number of details. But as we can see here, she's focusing quite a great deal of attention on her boobs.
On her titties?
Yes,
In Greek, yeah.
So someone is actually sort of, you know, either sexually frustrated or a tiny bit sort of, you know, not knowing what to do with that sort of department. So outgoing, bubbly, slightly sexually frustrated and ready to socialise with others.
Okay.
Who do you think that might be?
Well, I've noticed as well, there's a speech bubble saying AOP.
Yes.
So it's got to be northern. I'm going to guess like Yorkshire. Should we go for Sean? All right, we're going to go for Sean.
Shall we have a look?
Oh. Here's Sean, here's Sean! We used the big glue for that bit, big glue. Well done, don't get too cocky, we'll remember what happened last time. OK, let's look at the next one. Oh, this is a bit more bland.
It is. So it's someone who is fairly young, is still trying to understand who they might be. It's disproportionate, the main body with the head, which means that someone is developing. And the last clue that we have, there's that triangle on his nose. So what we have here,
What
someone
does the triangle mean?
The triangle is when someone actually indicating a particular body part or on their own face or anything. It's just someone who's actually had a recent sort of makeover. They're quite concerned about a feature on their own head.
Oh, so maybe conscious about the nose. And also, P.S. I cannot draw.
No.
And then a little smiley face. Does that smiley face say anything to you?
I mean, it is a bit of a false one because they can't actually draw it on their face. They actually say, don't worry about me, I'm actually happy in the inside.
Right, OK. I mean, I think this one's a little bit obvious.
Yes.
You think Cameron? All right, we're going to go for Cameron.
OK, let's see.
It is Cameron. I think I'm being told it's Cameron. It's Cameron, everyone!
Cameron.
Yeah! Big thank you to the art department and the industrial strength glue tonight, guys. It's really working for us.
Fantastic.
Well, don't get too cocky, please. Right, next up.
OK, this is a tricky one. So it's someone who is sort of, you know, well put together. However, you know, the body sort of language is quite firm. Someone who is actually not really that confident. Still, she's using her
But
hair.
I mean, got to say, confident again in the breast area there.
The breast area is developed, but compared to the previous painting, it's not actually as beautifully drawn. So someone who understands who they are, but still a bit frustrated of who they are, where do they belong in the whole group. Quite pleasant, but yet again, fairly guarded.
I mean, I'm personally gonna go on the drawing technique. I think it really looks like the housemate I think it is, don't you? You think it's Zoe? We're gonna say Zoe.
OK, let's have a look.
Yes!
Fantastic.
Don't get too cocky, please. Oh.
OK.
This one's a little bit different. This is harder.
It is different. It's harder. But it's really, really artistic. So someone
It's a big
is
old face as well.
It is. Yes. So it's someone who's highly on aesthetics. So they love, you know, how good things may be. They love aesthetics, and then the equal size between the eyes and the mouth. Someone who's actually quite diplomatic, being really good in communicating with others, as well as understand how other people observe them. And a bit of a mystery because they've chosen not to actually indicate the entire face rather than just the key
Just the
features.
facial features.
Exactly. Who do you think that might be?
Who do we think that is? You think that's Brooke? Someone just said she's got no lips, but...
Oh, well...
Hey, do you know what? All right, we'll go for Brooke. I'm going to go with the audience. Someone say Brooke.
OK, let's have a look.
It's
Yes!
Brooke! Well done! Can I just say, I'm quite shocked with that from Brooke as well, because Brooke is a really good artist. We've seen that, haven't we? I thought she'd do a better job. But then saying that, if it's a self-portrait, maybe she don't like doing that.
Yeah,
maybe she don't. Look at me getting all psych on your way.
Absolutely.
OK, that looks like Chucky from Rugrats. Right, go on.
OK. For me, this is the most intricate one, and someone who's actually put a lot of effort into drawing themselves and understanding. So, again, high level of detail means someone who's a bit anxious. He's someone who wants to please others, someone who's actually want to be there and make sure that he's happy. I love my mum. It just screams for attention in terms of I love everyone, I want to be a friend with everyone, and so on. Now, the flowers and the sun, someone is aware of, you know, people around them. So
is that what the flowers... I was going to ask you, what do the flowers mean?
So someone who's actually sort of, when you draw things from sort of the world outside, this is normally someone who is aware of the environment around them, the people around them, and so on. So a pleaser, someone who is happy, someone who's a bit anxious about who they are and what they might be doing, and who always wants to be smiley and always pleasant.
These are probably the easiest self-portraits I've ever seen, if I've been... We're going to go for Kian. We're going to say, save yourself.
OK, 3, 2, 1.
It's Kian! Yes! You don't get this on Blue Peter, do you? Come on, let's be fair. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, OK, well, we know who's pretty much left, but we're gonna... Oh, is it me? It's not me. Is it me? Oh, OK, we'll see.
Let's see.
Let's have a little look at this one, then.
OK, so this housemate, really confident. The pose is quite open, is welcoming. Quite confident of his body. You know, he drew his own pecs. However...
Oh, were they pecs? I thought they were pockets.
Could be.
Pecky pockets.
Pecky pockets.
I'm up for a pecky pocket. I might bring that out, actually, you know, the business.
So, but the fact is that, you know, we have a lot of darker details around the facial features. Someone who's actually using extensively the pencil to draw something on their face, which means a bit of an insecurity in terms of who they are, how they might be appreciated or understood within the household. So, body confident, open to others, but a bit of an anxiety about where do they stand within the household and how they might be perceived.
I must say, I do love as well the sort of olden-day gentleman swimming attire outfit that the person is wearing. I think this is pretty obvious since we've gone through everyone else, but we're going to go for a Keen. We're going to go for a Keen.
OK, let's have a look.
And it was! It was a Keen! A big thank you to our art department tonight as well. Cheers, guys. Bennett, Asher, we love you. Dr. Demetrios, it has been an absolute pleasure, and it kills me because now I can ask you this question, but I do want to know, who do you want to win Big Brother 2018?
I think it will have to be Cameron for me.
You want Cameron to win it?
Team
You want Cameron to win it?
Team
Demetrios, it's been the biggest pleasure. Thank you so much for being part of the team. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dr. Demetrios!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We love you. Right, well, we've seen the housemates' artistic talents, but now it's time to put my panel to the test. Panel, I've provided you with cards and pens, and you've got the whole break to create a self-portrait masterpiece. You up for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Neil Buchanan should be proud, and if you don't know who that is, do you even know what art is, OK? Get scribbling, we'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Now, before we move on, just a quick shout-out to Jenny McAlpine and hubby Chris Farr, who've announced the birth of their baby daughter, Hilda, everyone! Big love to you all. We know you love a bit of bots. No, I love a bit of a baby announcement this week. Now, before the break, I set my panel the artistic task of drawing self-portraits. So let's see who's the Michelangelo and who's the Michelangelo. Kerry, let's have a little look. This is your one. Oh! Not bad, Artie. It's Artie. Very good. Anthony.
It's a cane.
It is a cane, in all fairness. Myra, let's have a look at your one, my love. Oh, that's very nice. What do we think? What do we think?
It looks like you. It actually looks like you.
It's like looking in a mirror, darling. I'm really impressed. There's actually one I just did of myself, actually. I don't know if you... I'm lying. In all seriousness, Nicola actually did this for me, so thank you. I'm going to treasure this forever. It's amazing.
So good.
It looks like me. Now for something that's really going to put the willies up you. I've said that about 8 times. I hope you're all tucked up in bed and be afraid, be very afraid, because it's time for a spooky edition of Story on the Side, read to you tonight live by the one and only Myra Dumois.
It's time for a spooky edition of Story on the Side with me, Myra Dubois. Tonight we're talking about the ghost of Big Brother past. Shall we begin? I hope you're sitting comfortably on this cold Hallows Eve. I've got a ghost story, you better believe. 14 fresh-faced housemates entered with glee, but few were prepared for what they would see. The house was awarded with coins to be won. Some housemates got richer, while others got none. And as their bank balances started to grow, the housemates decided one more had to go. The bloody money ceremony was the start of the end, and Amelia was angry and could not pretend. As Lewis G chose to take all her cash, arguments started and actions became rash. Lewis F was next to stick the knife in her back. Poor Anne Amelia felt under attack. She became Talia, who spread love and didn't fight. She was put to the slaughter the very next night. Minskate ensued, and Akeem wasn't happy. Lewis had contaminated. The food was left crappy. In went the mince, chucked straight in the bin. Although Lewis protested, he just couldn't win. The Battle of the Lewises, oh, what a farce. But that was short-lived, and one just didn't last. That doesn't quite rhyme in a northern accent. There's only room for one Lewis in here. He left shortly after with not even a cheer.
There's only room for one Lewis.
Kay was left sad. Her time was done. So she decided herself that she had to vegan. Vegan. Our floaty fun fairy was too nice for the house and crept out the exit as quiet as a mouse. Then young Cameron decided to confide in Lewis F, something he could not hide. He came out to the house under Big Brother's eyes, whilst the rest of the housemates planned a surprise. Then Big Brother decided to send them abroad, but in-flight eruptions could not be ignored. As Isaac got angry at Kennelly mid-flight, he was kicked off the plane the following night. Isaac had lost his time in the ring, but I'm glad they decided to sort that beef ting.
Beef ting.
He left the house excited to see his proper mate from Camden, Lewis 24/7G. By this point, the housemates were dropping like flies, chucked out of the house to their early demise. Hussein and Isabella were locked away too, but both of them struggled to enter the crew. Kennelly's game-changer efforts were strong, but it only took seconds until it went wrong. Her dominoes didn't fall into place, and that was the end of her time in the race. The king had arrived on his blonde noble steed, but Hussein on her back was not what she did need. As Lewis became closer to Isabella, Hussein won the box and nominated her fella.
Get Lewis out.
And as it got heated, the hot tub did simmer. Lewis and Akeem argued. I'm not sure who's dimmer.
Stop it.
Kane got involved. They decided to get involved. But none of their differences seemed to be solved. Next came the fight between Zoe and Hussein. Kane did his best and did try to restrain, but Hussein was angry and wouldn't sit down. The monster approached in a pink dressing gown.
What a fucking prick.
As she approached, the crowd drew nearer, while Hussein escaped, saying he could not hear her. Kian did well and risked his own health. He should live by his saying, save yourself.
Save yourself.
The double eviction left Camera in fear. The king had been slain, but one more would be near. Akeem and Isabella were up for the chop, and this was the curse of being at the top. Cameron chose Isabella to throw to the crowd, but Lewis was angry that this was allowed. The king left with his lady later that night. Isabella still wanted Lewis. He's a bit of all right. The remaining housemates were still locked away, and all the game players started to pay. Then to last Friday, an eventful day, Kian and Akeem were the ones who would stay. Tamaz was tearful to be leaving so quick, but I'm sure since he's left, he's had... Tamaz was gone and was branded a baddie. He's still at the gates waiting for his daddy. The Queen of Shade did not want to go, but don't worry about that. He's on tomorrow night's show. This is where our ghost story comes to an end. The final week is here. 5 more days they will spend. There are still 6 poor souls locked away inside. But who will be the winner?
This week, Akeem, Brooke, Cameron, Kian, Sean and Zoe all face the public vote. Who wins? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to win. From a mobile, call 6 50 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to win. For Akeem to win, add 01. For Brooke to win, add 03. For Cameron to win, add 04. For Kian to win, add 05. For Sham to win, add 11. For Zoe to win, add 13. Calls to the long number will cost 50 pence plus a network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50 pence. Voting will freeze during the show on Friday the 2nd of November, and the 2 housemates with the fewest votes will be evicted. The vote for the remaining housemates will then reopen and finally close during the final on Monday the 5th of November. Votes cast after lines close won't count. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. You can find terms and conditions on the Big Brother website. Welcome back to Big Brother's bit on the side. Now it's time for you to... Oh, you're all right there, darling.
Now, one of your crew is down. I repeat, down by camera 13.
Camera 13, are you OK? Are you OK, camera 13? You all right? You sure? Oh, all right, he's OK. I was just worried about camera 13. So as I was saying, it's time for one more exclusive, and another Big Brother legend made a return to the house today. You sure you're all right, camera 13? You all right? No, darling, no.
All right, guys. Oh, yeah. Kim Woodburn's buggered off. And now you've got me, Josie Gibson, original Randy Mayer. I'm going to be calling each and every one of you to the diary room because I want to get the hot, juicy gossip, just me and you, so make sure your lips are loose. Kian, can you please come to the diary room? Hello, Kian. How are you?
Hi, Josie. How are you?
I'm grand, thank you. Oh, that was a really poor Irish accent.
No, it was actually quite okay. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to hear it.
Oh, what makes you a winner ginger dinner?
Josie, I don't know. Doing it for the lesser attractive, more outgoing people.
Oh, don't talk about yourself like that. You're lovely, beautiful, golden bollocks.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Fanta pubes.
Copper knob.
Yeah.
You can't not love Josie. Do you know what I mean? She's so lovely. Kerry, if we sent you back in there to be Big Brother for the day, what would... God forbid. what would you like to ask the housemates, do you think?
I think I would like to ask... Oh, you've put me on the spot.
I have, babes.
Yeah, I think I would like to ask all of them individually who they don't like the most.
Oh! Catty, Kitten, Lowell, Anthony.
What if I was in the Big Brother house?
Same question, babes.
I've never done it, so what the...
Oh, it's a travesty! It's a travesty!
I don't know. I actually don't know what I'd say because I've never lived in that environment.
So you don't know?
I wouldn't be able to...
Myra hasn't either, but I'm sure she's got a question.
I'd specifically ask Cameron if there's anything in life that does bring him joy, the whiny little... Miserable little...
You can always rely on Myra for an answer, can't you? All right, as it's Halloween, it is time to play one of my favourite games, which involves a few cocks, if you don't mind. Apples, cocks, apples. I'm apple bobbing, for God's sake. On each of my cocks, apples, will be a housemate, and it's down to my panel to decide if they've been a trick or a treat to watch in the house. We've got a whopping 50 seconds on the clock to talk about each of our final 6. When the time's up, we'll hear this noise.
Save yourself.
Save yourself. And it's time to move on and bob for my next housemate. We all ready? Yeah! Then I shall begin bobbing. Oh, go on. Save yourself, it's Kian, start the clock. Go.
Tree, I absolutely love him. He's one of my winners.
He's one of your winners.
One of my winners.
Anthony.
Tree, yeah, again, he's a lovely crowd pleaser, and I think he's going to get down to the last 2.
That's enough.
Yeah.
You do, Myra?
Treat, I think he's a little ball of sunshine, although I'm sick of always seeing him with a half-smoked fag in his mouth. I wish he smoked.
Oh, darling.
Yeah, I see that.
Kian, what are we making a Kian? Oh, let me get up here. John?
I love the Irish, I really do.
Oh, shocker.
But I don't think Keenan's got it this year. A Keen for me, sorry.
It's a Keen for you? All right, you get back down that well. Kian.
He's a treat, darling. I mean, he's not my winner, but the gay farmer from Ireland, from the heart of Ireland, came in and he wowed us all. So I think he's just...
Save yourself.
Save yourself! OK, next up, here we go. Go on.
Go on, Riley. Go on.
Brooke, start the clock! Myra,
actually. I quite like her. She's been like a fun lesbian to have around.
Yes.
Because other lesbians are available, so it's nice to have a fun one.
True, yeah, I think she's been a good contestant. I think she's just in and amongst it all, and I don't think she's going to win it, but she's been good.
Do you think she's been good, Kerry?
Yeah.
Treat.
Treat for you as well.
I would.
Oh, you would? Go on, girl. Brooke, oh, mind your legs, you.
2 words for her: a joyless bore.
Oh,
Save yourself.
Say yourself. Move your leg.
Okay,
That's a generation game, isn't it?
Sean, start the clock. Kerry. Trick. Not a fan.
Sorry.
Clearly says it all from Kerry.
Boring.
You don't like her? You're not a fan?
Not having her. Just think she's just boring. She's bland.
You think she's bland, Myra?
We can't even fill 50 seconds about her. She's dull, dull, dull.
You think she's dull? Who disagrees?
She's not boring, she's just a hypocrite.
You think she's a hypocrite? Why?
Massive hypocrite, because she moans all the time, but yeah, she moans all the time, but then tells everyone else to help moaning. Doesn't make sense.
Who likes her? Who likes her? Oh.
She's a
Save
dark
yourself.
horse.
Dark horse, save yourself. Oh, God.
She's picking up!
Who is it? Zoe, start the clock. Myra.
Treat, absolute treat. I love her. She's salt of the earth, down to earth. She'd be good on a night out. And also, I want her kids to have the money. So,
Fair point, Anne.
Treat, yeah, she's been great. I think she's a great contestant. She's got a good family background, and I hope that she goes on and wins it.
You think she'll win it?
Treat, I want Zoe to be my best friend. I want her to win it for her son as well.
You want to win it, Zoe? How is he making it, Zoe?
No, I don't think she's been moaning too much.
Come
on, we want entertainment and fun.
You think you want more?
Yeah, more energy.
You want more out of a housemate?
For me, she hasn't done enough.
Save yourself.
Save yourself. OK, let's move on. God. I can't get it. Who is it? Cameron, start the clock. Myra.
Whinging, moaning, boring little bugger. The only good thing is I wish he'd go back in the closet. At least he was quiet in there. I can't.
Anthony.
I'm like that. I like him. I think he's had the biggest journey.
Oh.
Yeah, again, biggest journey is that, but he is the most dullest, boring.
He's a big game player. We know. He knows what he's doing. He's been on YouTube. We've all seen he plays to the camera. No.
Man, you're climbing up again.
I'm sorry, it's a game show. They're all playing the game.
Save yourself.
Save yourself. Ow. OK, look. Do you know what?
Just pick it
On the clock, Kerry. Akeem, go, Kerry. Anthony, go.
I think he's a treat. I like him. He's a good lad. He's a lad. And he's been able to come out of himself a bit more.
I think it's a total treat, and I've made my feelings on this show very clear about Akeem.
Yes, you
I can't wait until he's out of that house. I can get my claws on him.
Kerry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, the rabbit.
All the way, he's my winner.
I want to have his babies.
You want to have him,
Save yourself.
Very quickly, down the line, Myra, who do you want to win?
Zoe.
You want Zoe to win, Anthony? Zoe as well?
Zoe!
Zoe as well, you want to... Oh, she's having a lovely night.
Akeem. Zoe.
Akeem.
Cameron over it.
Akeem.
Daddy.
I'm afraid that's all I've got time for tonight. Oh, and that's a thank you to my very scary panel. To my even scarier audience. And to you lot at home for staying in on Halloween to watch me. Tomorrow, or later today, is our final Thursday throwback. I'm going to be joined by Big Brother legends of the pod. John Tickle's going to be here, and Carol Vincent, plus a BB legend of the present in the shape of Tom Mag. And I'm so happy to announce the voice of Big Brother, Marcus Bentley's going to be on that panel.